Man from the Philippines. He is a co-owner of the PH Alliance and Synergy 88 Studios, and you guys all know him for all the help that he's done for our Clash Royale community and all the tournaments. So hello, Bren Chong.
Hello. How are you guys?
Everyone's been so freaking excited. Today I was walking around Twitchcon. Everybody wants to meet you. Everybody. They're like, where is he? I want to see him. So here he is, guys, and he is at Twitchcon here. So he is going to be walking around. So if you see him, say hello. If you see me, say hello, because we're going to be walking around. So hello.
Hi guys. Hello.
So we'll jump right into it. So we have some interview questions that we're going to go over today. So first and foremost, tell us, where did you grow up?
Oh, I grew up in Philippines, in Manila. We own a local shoe brand there called World Balance. So that's how my parents feed me, and I grew up to finish school and do business.
I love it. And I got a pair of the shoes after. I'll have to grab the shoes and show you guys. I got a pair of sneakers, and I wore them on the flight leaving the Philippines. We went through Hong Kong.
I hope they were soft and comfortable.
Oh my gosh, they were so good. I was like, I love these shoes. So now I'm going to have to go back and buy a ton of different pairs. So that's World Balance. So that's another company. Yes, like you mentioned.
It's a family-owned business.
Crazy. They're huge over there. All right, so tell us next, what brought you here to TwitchCon in San Diego?
Oh, normally I like to go to conventions to see new stuff, and TwitchCon, of course, is a major influence in the game and in the streamers. So I have to see it. I have to see what's in TwitchCon. I have to see the developments there. So you could prepare things you can also to take advantage of it in my business.
I agree. And there's like you said, there's a ton of people here, and it's such a great place for networking for somebody like myself who is a streamer, or like Bren Chong, who is several business owner of several businesses. So it's a great place for either of us here. So speaking of that, you are co-owner of the Synergy 88 Studios. Can you tell us a little bit about it for those who don't know what it is yet?
Oh, Synergy 88 Studio is a studio that do artwork for AAA companies. We do also mobile app. We could create a mobile app for consumers. So if some of you guys need artwork, you could email me and check our prices. And for mobile app also, we could also do the service for paying clients. That's what they do.
Nice. Yeah, and I got a chance to see his studio in Manila, and it is nice. I mean, how many stories is it? 5? How many floors?
A floor. It's a 5-floor story.
Oh, I'm good. I'm so good. It was crazy. And we got a chance to see different games, and I mean, I think it was like cartoon TV shows. There's so many different things that you guys are doing there, and it's just, there's a ton of people there, and they all looked happy. They all looked like they enjoyed what they were doing, which I feel like is so important. So you're also the co-owner of the PH Alliance. Can you tell us a little bit about PH Alliance?
Oh, PH Alliance is a local brand that supposed to encourage esports competition in the Philippines. So it's more like supporting the esports community and knowing the players. So we have our own name that says Philippines is a country that can compete with other countries in any game.
Gotcha. Like Clash Royale, for example. Because you guys, I mean, you're one of the highest clans that are out there, aren't you?
We won the competition in Malaysia.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And the top two.
Oh my gosh.
The top two person that competed for the first prize are both PH Alliance.
Oh snap! That's a lot of good players.
Yeah.
So are the players, are they all from the Philippines, or are they spread out?
Oh, they're all from Philippines.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, that's pretty cool. So those having one company as successful, and I feel is a huge accomplishment, and you have several. So those aside, what do you feel is your biggest accomplishment?
it's different. It's you don't see this one is better than that one. I mean, the shoe company has a great achievement, but the synergy also is great achievement. PH Alliance is just starting, but I feel like it's the people that works on it that makes it succeed, not really me. I mean, I just support there. I just tell them what I want to happen or what I wish to happen. They're the person who runs the business. They're the one who makes it successful. But to weight them saying this is more successful than that, I cannot say, because I'm just happy they're all doing good.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I feel like that's so generous of you, and to put, it's almost like you put others ahead of yourself, and instead of thinking of it as solely your accomplishments, you're kind of including everybody and your whole company as a whole.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's such a unique personality trait that you have. After getting a chance to get to know you, I feel like you're very selfless and you're all about giving back, which takes me to my next question. So what makes you, or why are you so generous to all these people, lots of our viewers that are watching us right now, in the Clash Royale community? What motivates you to kind of do all of these tournaments, like those big 250K tournaments? You did a ton of them for us.
Well, I did spend a lot for other people.
Yeah.
But actually, I like to help people when I can, and I think my way of creating tournament also help people get cards.
Yes.
And at the same time, it's a great opportunity for me to advertise myself and the companies. So in a way, I help them, and I help my company too. So it's like a win-win for me. So it's easy also to do something when there's a lot of people will take advantage of it.
Yeah.
So it was easy for me.
I feel like everybody like once you kind of came onto the scene and started making those huge, before they were switched, it was the big 250K tournaments, which were 1,000-player tournaments. And for those of you who don't know, it used to cost in the game over, I think it was like $1,700 to create those. So that just goes to show you how generous he is, because like he said, that's a way for us as players to get so many cards.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, even if you're in the top half of these tournaments, you're still gaining so many cards, and especially those who are coming in first place, that's a lot of cards. And that's, some people, they will, unless they are willing to spend in the game or they have the means to spend in the game, they don't have a way to get the cards. So you're giving that to them, which I feel like is so nice and so generous of you to do. So thank you from me.
Yeah, I just hope you guys someday, when you do good in life, you help other people too.
Pay it forward. I agree. So what other games do you play?
Oh, I really like playing Hearthstone.
Oh,
Also.
I love Hearthstone.
Hearthstone is a good game. It's an easy game. You don't rage quit on it.
Yeah,
When
no
you
rage
lose,
quitting.
It's like you know when you're losing.
Yeah.
And recently I've been playing Lords Mobile also,
Yes.
but I don't encourage people to play it yet, because you have to pay a lot of things to improve on it. But Hearthstone, Blizzard game are also good games.
Yeah. So in Hearthstone, who is your favorite hero?
I like the warrior.
The warrior, really? Who do you think mine is? What's your guess?
The mage.
The mage is my favorite.
Yeah, most female like mage.
Yes, it's the girl. It's like and she's so powerful. So
Yeah.
how can you not like her? He knew right off the bat. All right, so let's see. What's your favorite kind of music, or what's your favorite song? If you have one song right now that you love.
Actually, there are many favorite music I have, but recently, I like the piano guy music, the secrets, because it's like saying you have to do good in one thing that you have to know it's secret, then you will excel on the things that you do. And I kind of like that song for now in my life. So when I do things, I really make sure that I do everything, every angle on it, so I can know the secret sauce of whatever endeavor I'm doing.
Gotcha. Which makes sense, and that kind of goes hand in hand with Clash Royale, because I feel like once you learn the secrets of the game, once you learn the strategies of the game, that's when you do well, if you take the time to learn that. So it's interesting that those two kind of go hand in hand, and that's your favorite. So what do you like to do in your free time then?
Oh, normally I like talking to older people also, to ask for guidance, and I like to sleep.
Me
but,
too.
but happiness for me when I have free time is playing basketball. That's really my sport. So it's the only thing that I have a chance to be with my friends and sweat it out also for my health. So I wish I have more time playing it, but it's hard because you need 10 guys to play it, and you need a court. So it's not like the games where you just pop up your cell phone and
you don't need anybody.
Yeah.
No, I feel like basketball is so big over there in the Philippines, which I got a chance to go to one of the basketball games.
Oh, the PBA.
Yeah.
It was San Miguel versus Ginebra, right?
It was so crazy. I mean, there was so much energy. One interesting thing that's different from the U.S. is that they had music playing the whole time there's gameplay going, and it was like the kind of I don't know what you call it, like music that has like a good beat, like something that you'd like work out to.
Yeah.
The whole time they played this music, and it made me so excited. I didn't know any of the players or the teams, but I was like rooting for them.
Yeah, it's good that it is a great match.
Yeah.
Sometimes the match is like overpowered by the other team. But
Okay. Yeah, this one literally came down to the last 12 seconds of the game to see who won. I was like, I love Manila. I love the Philippines. There's so much energy. All right, so kind of switching gears, what do you feel is your greatest strength and weakness?
Greatest strength and weakness. I think I have a friend who told me that my kindness or my optimism is my strength and my weakness, because it could be good and bad, but that's what I am. I'm always optimistic on things, and I always see the good stuff in every situation. Even if a bad thing happened to me, I'll just say that, oh, just think of it as a good, that it's not the worst thing. So something like that. It's not strength or weakness per se, but it's what I rely on, really, and it's what you can see on me always. I'm optimistic always.
I agree. Yes, you are. You're always optimistic, and I feel like that's something that people can learn from, especially from you being so successful as you are and a great businessman. I mean, your attitude says so much about you, and it affects so much in your life. So I feel like you're living proof that being an optimist is the way to go, and you can just better your life by being an optimist.
Actually, sometimes it goes wrong. I mean, you're hoping something goes wrong, but when that happens, you just have to learn your mistake and move on. And the earlier you make the mistakes, the better you learn, the wiser you will be earlier in your life.
That makes sense. All right, so let's see. I have a fun question for you. Okay? If you could have any superpower, which would it be and why?
Wow, superpower. Of course, everybody likes to be Superman, with all those powers. But yeah, I mean, I could have speed, but Superman has speed. I think I like to be Superman with all he has.
Yeah.
But why? To help people. I probably spend it help people. But I hope I kind of be like Batman too.
Yeah.
Because I like thinking. I always think that thinking is always important than just being powerful. And thinking itself without its superpower is also good.
Yeah. So
maybe Professor X, right?
There you go. Well, if you were like Superman or Batman, they would have a cape. Would you wear a cape?
No.
A Bren Chong cape?
But for sure, I would use it to help people. I like helping people because someday I would not be here. I mean, many years from now, and I like the world to be a better place. And I hope you kids there, someday You grow up to be better than what you are now, and you help people also. So together we can change the world to make it a better place
I agree.
for our kids.
Yes. And so speaking of that, and since we do have a lot of younger viewers on stream, or just anybody in general, and you've obviously learned a lot throughout your life, of, like you were talking about mistakes and how we always learn from our mistakes. So is there anything that you wish that you could change from your past?
There's a lot of things I wish I could change, really, and I think this is not just for me. This is for everyone. But normally you can't change your past, so I don't dwell on it. I just think of whatever mistakes I made. It made me better person. It made me wiser person. As long as you don't repeat the same mistake. So if I were to say something, maybe don't be afraid to make mistakes because you can fix it and you will learn from it. I rather have my kids making mistakes early than not doing anything at all and not learning.
I agree. Well, that's when we were in the Philippines. We were sitting there with Alir, somebody put on that speech, the Arnold Schwarzenegger speech.
Yeah.
Or was that you?
No, it was me. I suggested it.
Okay, so it was
Yeah.
you then. And in that speech, he says, "Don't be afraid to fail."
Yeah.
And I feel like for me, I'm like, okay, that's like speaking
No,
to me.
so many successful people, if you talk to them, they all failed first.
Yeah.
There's really seldom or rarely people that done it and become successful at first try. If they did that, they would probably fail sooner or later, then will be successful again after.
It's hard. I think it's definitely hard, especially for young people, to learn that it's okay to fail and to go out there and to push yourself and challenge yourself.
But
And
that's how you learn, right?
yes, and that's how you learn.
And you gain confidence also.
Yes.
The person who did not fail, he will not be confident of facing such tasks, such mistakes that he can overcome.
Absolutely. So speaking of, because English is English your first language?
Actually, Filipino is my first language, but we were taught in English school, so I'm used to speaking English and hearing English, and Philippines is in the media they use English often.
Yeah.
So I'm used to English.
I was shocked everywhere, just because I guess of lack of knowledge, that everything is written in English and everybody speaks English in the
In
Philippines.
Manila.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, you guys, if you just know how to speak English, you can go to Philippines. You will enjoy Philippines. It's a good
loved
country.
it. It was so fun. They have malls everywhere. I did not know that's what the Philippines is known for, or Manila.
Yeah, and people are hospitable in Philippines.
Yes, they're very nice, and I feel like when we would go out to dinners and things like that with friends, they were just nice, and they wanted to help and be nice, and I was shocked. It's not, it's a little bit different from here, but I just feel like, everybody is hospitable.
I think sometimes what the news you hear from Philippines is not accurate, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's nice. You go there, and people are welcoming. So I enjoyed it. So are there any other languages that you speak?
Well, I speak Chinese little bit, but I don't practice it, so
Okay.
I'm not as fluent as I have to be in Chinese.
Gotcha. All right, so tell us about what's something that makes you happy?
A lot of things makes me happy. Well, doing something, my friends that do business, if they successful, makes me happy, and if I hear good news also about other people, it makes me happy also. But honestly, kids, it's not happiness. That's not the secret of life. Okay, the secret of life is contentment. You have to be content of what you have, and if you are content, it equates to happiness, because happiness is really temporary. They end. They're temporary. You can't sustain happiness always,
True.
but you can sustain contentment.
True. I feel like I need to take these notes down, and I feel like you need to be like a speaker, like a motivational speaker. I'm taking notes over here. Absolutely. So tell us then about what's one skill that you would like to learn and why.
Wow, skill. I probably would like to learn programming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's the thing that whatever you want to create, in a computer in the digital industry is works well. So if I have if I have a wish, I wish I know how to program, and I would it would be like security programming.
Oh,
or,
yeah?
or I can be in charge of security stuff.
Oh, interesting. I think that would be good to know. I wish I knew that too.
Yeah.
All right, so then changing topics. What's maybe your favorite book or your favorite movie?
Oh, there's so many good books and movie likewise. I'm not sure I have a particular favorite to think of right now, but some books that helped me are the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene and Thick Face Black Heart. I forgot the author. They're good books. And for the movies, I like the Romance of the Three Kingdom. It's a long movie from China that's when you watch it, you will see the three generations of the kings, and it teaches you how to look longer, not just months ahead or years ahead. You think of 50 years, 20 years, that your action, what you do, what you decide will really ripple through for 20 years.
Interesting. I feel like I feel like the way that your mind works, especially like games, like strategic games like Clash Royale, you kind of have to think ahead and kind of have to anticipate what your opponent is going to do. So, and also I know from meeting you and your friends that you're a great chess player. So I feel like you should share with our viewers your chess story of when you challenged your teacher in chess.
No, I don't like to share it here.
Okay.
It's kind of like when I was young, I was really bragging how good I am. So
Gotcha.
Anyway, I asked the teacher, I challenged him, and I won. But there are many details in it.
Yes.
But let's just stop it like there, because normally with teacher you have to learn the lesson, and you have to listen. And even though you know it, you still have to listen to it, because you might learn something new.
Yes.
And if you don't listen to it, so you may not have the opportunity to check yourself if what you know is right. So actually it's not what I did when I was young. I won't recommend it for kids to do.
Moral of the story, he's a very good chess player. All right, so is there anything else to wrap us up that you would like the fans to know about you that we haven't covered yet?
Well, actually, I feel happy when you support me in my Twitter, and when we grow the followers, and I hope you support our game also when we develop games, when we try to make games also for kids to play and kids to enjoy. So if you try those games, we would and comment on it, we would know how to improve it, and hopefully we make a game someday that kids can have fun also playing. I mean, you can. I'm not saying you play just our game. You can play many games, and it's good also to play other games. And I'm happy for the followers and the support that when people follow me, I feel happy about it.
Good. And I think did you drop his Twitter and chat? Okay, so we dropped the Nightbot should have his Twitter and chat, which is just at Bren Chong on Twitter. So, but thank you so much for interviewing. I know a lot of people were so interested to meet you. So here he is in the flesh.
Hi guys. Hello. Thank you all.
So he's at Twitchcon here, just like I am. So we're gonna be here the whole weekend. So if you see either of us, come say hello. Obviously, he's very wise and knowledgeable, so I'm sure we can all learn from him. But thank you so much.
Thank you
for
also
coming
for
today.
inviting me here.
Absolutely.
It's an experience also.
All right, everybody say
Okay.
bye.
Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Take care.